So I'm just putting my jumper on and my coat. Now that phone's playing up, I'm not even too sure on the weather out there. Still a nice hot bath. Put my woolly hat on, I think. Because I think it's going to be a bit nippy out there. Or it was earlier. I'll be glad when summer's here. I really will. Anyway. Just a nice hot bath, so it'll wrap up warm. Oh, you know what I forgot? Put my scarf on. I ain't even flown the drone today. I don't know. Because of the weather. My torch and my vape. Let's go. I feel a bit doped up, even though I've not smoked any dope. But I think it's the hot bath's done me. Don't know what the weather's like. Probably not drone flying weather. How many percentage have we got on the torch? 84%. Roll on the summer, do a bit of wild camping, do a bit of droning, do a bit of everything. In fact, it'll be nice to go camping. Obviously, I've not been out camping for a while. But yeah, we'll be doing all of that. That's for sure. It's all that misty kind of rain again out here. Too wet to get the drone up, that's for sure. Blow your drone up, that'd be about it. Yeah. Raining again. At least the rain will get a bit warmer in the summer. Hopefully. It looks fairly cloudy up there. I can't see jack shit along here. I know there's a hedge that pokes out. Too many years walking up here, man. I know where all the cracks are in the path, everything. Anyway, we'll go down this way. Start with. Definitely feeling a bit spaced out. I don't know why. Hello, Stacey. How you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've had a joint or two, but I ain't. I think it's the hot bath that's done me. Or maybe it's this vape, 'cause I just put a new bottle of vape stuff in it. Could be this. Anyway, what a miserable evening it is in Kent. Very light, sort of drizzly. I'll put a torch on, you'll be able to see it. Very light, drizzly sort of rain. I really want to fly my drone, but obviously, as you see that, even that, travelling at about 30, 40 mile an hour is enough to down your drone. Where am I from? I'm from West Kent in England. A little village in the countryside. Where are you from then? Anywhere interesting? It's dark there, look. I haven't got a clue who that was. What part of England? Me? I've got connections in Kent and Liverpool. Ooh. Very quiet out here, isn't it? Roll on the summer, get out in the countryside, do a bit of camping, take my drone with me as well. Doesn't feel like it's raining, but it is. Yeah, very quiet out here. In fact, I got to just get the drone up yesterday. I'm trying to think. I think it rained yesterday. A face? Oh, I've got a face, you know. Yeah. It's only because I'm walking that way. It's more interesting looking at what's in front of us. But yeah, I'm not a YouTuber who sits here hiding. In fact, oh, press the wrong button. In fact, I say all my videos, majority of them are live, which I think, considering I'm just one man on his smartphone, obviously we're a music channel, but one man and his smartphone, I've done quite well really, to be honest with you. And obviously when I started doing all the lives all the time, I thought, oh, is this, and that was before I had 1,000 members, I thought, is this going to work? And it does work. Stop raining, is it? Right, minute little bits. Anyway, go down this little alley, which is called School Lane. which leads on to the primary school which I went to, and the primary school that my dad went to, and the primary school that my granddad went to. Many moons ago. We do our normal walk up. It feels like my lace is undone, but it's not. Better take care. Yeah, it seems too quiet out here, to be honest with you. Don't know why. There's something going on. It's definitely really quiet. Obviously, I walk around all the time. What I am noticing tonight is it's definitely a bit quiet. I'm not too sure why. It looks quite wet out there. Maybe it's been raining quite a bit since I was in the bath. Anyway, we'll have a walk up here and then walk down the other side. And that'll be it for the walking, I think. But it definitely is a bit quiet out here. I don't know why. Yeah, seems dark as well. It's darker than it normally is. Don't open the pub up. Dead as that, man. Might as well knock that down, man. Not been anyone in there for a long time. Hard to think, really, that back in the day that would have been pumping. About now. Now it's just derelict and empty. Nobody in it. The death of the pub. At least when the pubs were around, man, there was a bit of life in the village. Now it's just all deathly quiet. Anyway. There's the police transit, probably off to get his donuts, possibly. Hello David, how you doing? I'm just out for my evening walk, mate. No drone flying tonight, look, got a bit of rain, so. Which is a shame, because I feel like I could fly around, but obviously you don't want to fly around in the rain. Probably the quickest way to short circuit your drone. Yeah, definitely feel a bit spaced out tonight. I don't know why. I just got out of a really hot bath. It could be that. But it seems very quiet out here. In fact, it's too quiet. Even. Anyway, we'll cross over up there. Yeah, that's all we got here. Obviously it's only minute little bits, but you get up there with your drone, do 40 mile an hour, your drone will just get wet. There are waterproof drones that are on the market. Good evening, Luke. How you doing? Tempted to have a walk up to my drone spot, see whether that guy's still in his caravan there. The last few times I've gone to fly my drone, which I normally fly from right up there, there's been a guy like in a little camper van. But it's quite a walk up there. Shall I do it? How much battery have I got? Probably enough. Can you hear the police? Or can you hear a siren? Not that I can fly from there tonight, but yeah. Good place to fly from, that is, at like 2 in the morning. And what it is, I just fly completely, I get right up high and just give it the sports mode, so it just goes flat out. Here we go, look. Here we go, bit of live action for you. He's late for his donuts. Is he late for his donuts or his Mackie D? There we go, look. He wants his donuts tonight. I don't know. Nah, it's too hectic walking up there, I think. I used to do my paper round in there when I was a kid. Yeah, we'll just walk back down this side. But I did see him up there the other night with a big sort of burner outside his caravan doing something. Saying that you can fly, I fly my drone from anywhere really, but the later the sort of time, I'm a bit more discreet about where I'm flying, so I don't annoy anybody. Not that I'm bound by any timelines or anything. Fly your drone whenever you want. Horrible night. Where's my vape? Very quiet. I don't know why. Definitely sensing something tonight out here. Quite a few cars around as well for this time of night. I've seen any people yet. Hope the weather cheers up a bit for tomorrow and the weekend. Be nice if it all shifted. Then we get a nice sunrise, get out with the drone. The only times I really like getting out is when the sun sets and the sun rises. That's the sort of best times to be in the sky. Then again, I suppose that depends what you're into. Yeah, I just get up in the sky and go as far as I can. I've done about 3.5, 4 miles the other night, which was quite mad. The return to home, sometimes, but normally I'll just return myself. I just look wherever I am, like miles out. I just look at the map where I'll come from, and I follow the same. Well, I just point it at my. Well, obviously, when you do the return to home, it logs you on the map. I just fly back to the home point manually. But I have used return to home before. That's the only time, legally, that you don't have to have your drone in visual line of sight, because you're not actually really controlling it, it's doing it itself. Yeah. But I believe that's the only time you don't have to have your drone in a visual sort of line. But it's a good feature though. When I first started learning, I did use that a lot. I got to the point now where I'm quite confident whatever I'm doing with the drone. But I sort of know this village, so I know how high to fly. I normally fly at about 70, 80 metres, which clears everything. Yeah. Except when I'm going right far out at night, then I'll just whack it right up about 100 metres. And I know that I'm clear of all the trees and everything. Even electric pylons, you're going to be clear of all of them. Because they can blow your drone up. Like, basically, a pylon, you get too near that, it can call it's called an arc, and it'll arc from the pylon to your drone and just blow the hell out of your drone. Saying that, you can still fly over them and under them. And we have a pylon up there that goes through our village. Yeah, you can fly over them. I wouldn't fly under them. And when you click on your app anyway, it will tell you, it'll give you a yellow warning, which doesn't mean you can't fly there, it just means you've got to take precautions. The same as when I fly over railway line. Not that we've got any railway lines in my village. Anyway, I'll be back in about half an hour. If I press the right button.